All right, guys, I'm so sorry. It's part two. I'm going to try to get all this together and finish it off because I have a lot to do. Okay, so he sees you as his wish fulfillment. He sees you as elusive. He sees you as independent and powerful. Next, I ask Spirit, what does the Divine Masculine want to say to you right now in the current energy? You are irreplaceable. Okay, so I have a feeling that Spirit is telling me that some of the Divine Masculines may have tried to replace you. They may have tried someone who was even like similar to you, like a knockoff version is what I'm getting, and it didn't work. And it won't work because no one can replace your twin flame. They just can't. He wants you to know that you're irreplaceable. I see a little part of you in everyone I meet. Okay, so even if your twin flame, your divine masculine, is spending time with other people, all they're doing is reminding him of you, whether it's something that they say or something they point out or something, a song they put on is just reminding them of you. Okay, and that may also be why they try to replace you with somebody similar. If that is the situation, this is not for everybody. Take it if it resonates. Next, he wants to tell you, I am trying to take responsibility for my actions right now. Please know this. So he's taking note. He's taking note. He doesn't want to be in this energy of the sleepless nights anymore, and this nightmares and this separation and this loss and this grief, okay? He's trying to take responsibility for what he's done. Okay? He wants you to know. Next, I'm just doing what I have to do right now, okay? Exactly. All right. He's trying to take responsibility right now is what Spirit is telling me. Okay? Maybe it's about money. Maybe he just has to dig a little bit deeper into himself, but he's just trying to do what he has to do right now. He hasn't forgotten about you. You're replaceable. He sees you in every person that he meets. All right. Next, he wants to tell you, I miss the feel of you next to me. I got this card yesterday. This is beautiful. He wants you to know he really does miss feeling you next to him. He misses your energy. He misses your presence. He misses your words. He misses how you made him feel physically and emotionally. Okay, next I got I asked Spirit for messages, advice to the both of you. All right? So I got never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. Okay, so maybe he made a decision when he was feeling a certain type of way. He tried to replace you, it didn't work out. And he's in Spirit is saying, like, don't do that, because you may feel one way for a minute or a few days or a few weeks, but it doesn't always last. So you got to go with your actual heart space, not your ego, not your fear, but what you truly know is right. Okay. And sometimes people make decisions out of fear. They're fear-based, ego-based decisions. So it's not always about you. Sometimes it's about this person being so afraid of the connection that they push you away. They try to replace you and it doesn't work. All right, next it says everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Okay? So Spirit wants you both to know if you're afraid, it's holding you back. And like I said with this, people make decisions out of fear. Fear is such a weak thing to depend on, okay? It can make you make the worst mistakes of your life, okay? So Spirit wants you guys to face your fears, be like the King of Swords, and get the fuck up and make a decision. This I also forgot to tell you guys, this Five of Swords energy also means separation and loss, okay? Do you want to stay in that energy? No, you don't, okay? So, sorry, cards are flying everywhere today. Lots of Spirit energy. Get out of that fear. Get out of that ego because what you want is on the other side of it. Speak up is what I'm hearing Spirit is saying. Speak up now. It's time. It's time to talk about it because you're seeing a part of that person in everyone you meet. It's not a mistake because they are your love and it's draining the shit out of you because you're not with them and you're not speaking. I don't know why people ignore signs, but some people do that. Next, we got don't be afraid to losing someone who doesn't want you. Now, Spirit is telling me that one or maybe both of you tried to replace your twin flame with somebody else, and that person turned out to be a fraud. They didn't really want you. Okay, so it may be the divine masculine and it may be the divine feminine, but whoever it is in this connection, you tried to replace them and it didn't work because they're, no matter how much you like a person or sexually attracted you are to a person, they're not going to replace your twin flame. They're not going to replace your twin. Okay. You can try to mold them, make them into that person. They may look like that person. They may resemble that person, their body or whatever, but it's not that person. So don't be afraid to let go of any, if there is any karmic relationships going on right now. It's like people that you're trying to replace them with and it's just not working. And those people are purely there to remind you how much you actually love the other person and how much work you need to do on yourself and maybe possibly bringing a lot of bad toxic energy to you. Don't be afraid to let that person go because that person is only holding you back. And I have a strong feeling that this is for the masculine and that maybe he went through, he tried to replace you and it didn't fucking work. He says right here, you are irreplaceable. Okay. And he may have made some decisions on temporary feelings. Spirit is telling me. All right. Next, it says you will meet your soulmate when the time is right. Now, look how these two are connected. Okay. To me, Spirit is telling me that you guys will meet up again when time is right. It's all about divine timing, guys. Spirit, the universe, God, the angels, they don't give a fuck about your timeline. Okay. They work how they work when they work. All right. Doesn't mean you don't take action. Doesn't mean you sit on your couch and cry and just hope that they call you. You got to be working on yourself. Okay. So that you guys, when you do come together, which you're never really apart because you're always like this, connected at all times, it will be the right time. It'll be when he is done just doing what he has to do right now. Okay? When he is done taking responsibility for his actions is when you guys will reunite, is what Spirit's telling me. Next, we got try to be the rainbow in someone else's cloud. Spirit is telling me that at one point, the divine masculine may have been kind of cold to you. And you, divine feminine, may have been like that rainbow all the time for them. Whenever they were going through things, you were there to shine that light and bring in your light and your beauty and your wisdom to brighten up their day. And maybe they weren't doing that for you so much. They just weren't giving back in the way that they should have been. So Spirit to me this is clearly for the masculine. I'm feeling it could be for the feminine, but Spirit's telling me masculine, male, masculine. Masculines try to focus on other people's happiness sometimes. Okay, it's not all about you. You're not the only one going through things. Your twin flame goes through things as well. Your divine feminine has her own problems, her own issues. Try to be a rainbow in her cloud for once. Try to brighten up her life sometimes. Try to help her sometimes. Don't always depend on her to be the one who comes through with all the comfort and all the loving words and all the advice. It's not fair. So try to be the rainbow in someone else's cloud for a change. Stop being selfish. Okay, it's what probably got you in this position in the first place. Thinking about yourself and nobody fucking else. Sorry, I'm very blunt. I do cuss. And sometimes Spirit just like it spits at me. It spits so many messages and comes across very passionate. And I am feeling that there was definitely some selfishness that needs to stop. There needs to be an even exchange of power, love, and rainbows. Beautiful. And he misses it's under the card if I miss the feel of you next to me. Spirit is telling me that he misses that rainbow you would bring to his clouds. When it was raining, you would make him feel the sun was shining on him. He felt that warmth from you. And now it's his turn to give that back. All right? And from what I see here, he's trying. He is, determined. He is wanting a passionate union and like a new beginning. He's resting and healing and withdrawing from bad toxic energy, hopefully, in order to get the strength to do that. He doesn't want to live in this stage of you being gone. Okay? He's trying to get his power together to make the decisions he has to make in order to come back in union with you. And he's still feeling that separation and loss. And that is why he needs to make that decision. That's why he needs to gather up his power. Okay? Because he's feeling separation and loss. Everybody has left him, is what I feel. He feels very alone. Spirit's telling me he feels very alone to fight this fight. And he misses his queen. He misses her picking up those swords and helping him fight those battles within himself and in the outside world. Okay? Within the 3D and the 5D. Because that's what you do, divine feminines. You're healers. You are beautiful. Divine masculines are as well. They just tend to move a little slower than us. They tend to come to their healing a little slower than us. They tend to be afraid of emotions more than we are. They tend to be the runners in this situation. When things get too hot, when there's too much love, there's too much spirituality, there's too much connection, there's too much wish fulfillment, they almost freak the fuck out and they feel the need to run away because they have this ego, male ego. It's disgusting. It sabotages their lives. It puts them in this energy when this is flipped upside down. It puts them in this draining energy. It shows them that you're not replaceable. It tells them that their ego was fooling them. They got fooled and deceived by their own temporary emotions. They don't like it. And Spirit wants them to be brave right now. Spirit wants them to step up. I have a very strong feeling that a lot of the divine masculines out there are the ones who need to make the moves. Because they've been down that path. They tried on other people. It didn't work. You weren't replaceable. All they did was remind them of you. Okay, they're trying to take responsibility for their actions. Please know this. He has to do what he has to do right now. He misses the fuck out of you. He probably messed with someone who really didn't want him in the right way. Maybe she used him. Spirit's telling me used him. Drugs, money. All right, you guys, that's the end of my reading. I'm about to get cut off. I love you guys. Please like and subscribe so others may receive this message. Have a great day, you guys. Don't let ego and fear ruin your fucking life, okay? That is from the devil. God is about faith and love, okay?